Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Quiz Night In. This is it. Phase 4 has finally begun. This is episode 151 in total, but I am back after almost a 3-month hiatus to charge the batteries and to reinvent this show. Now, I've got lots of comments coming in, which is great. We'll get to those in just a moment. But just to reassure long-time viewers of the show, the format hasn't changed. We're still doing 3 quiz rounds, and we will also do tonight Our Survey Says, a Family Fortunes round, and Catchphrase, but it's all been completely revamped, brand new look and feel to everything. And before I get into the first thing of the evening, I want to say thank you very much to the Patreon supporters that I've had over the years in particular, because it's thanks to your support that I was able to do some of the things you're going to see tonight, including this beautiful neon video that's going to be in the background of everything. It's your support that has helped me be able to achieve that. So yes, thank you very much to everyone that chooses to do that, and welcome to everybody that's here this evening. Let's have a look at the comments first of all. Sue and the Donuts are here. Hello everyone, nice to be back. Love the new look. Oh, you've only seen the tip of the iceberg. I hope you like the rest of it. Pete says, hello fellow quizzes. Our quizmaster turns out to be a bit of a dark horse. Now, shall I spill the beans? Oh boy. Roy says, evening everyone, hope all is well. Thank you for joining, Roy. Hope you and Deirdre are good. A man of hidden talents, he says. Would this be in reference to my birthday party? One of the reasons I was off over the past few months was my 40th birthday party, and it was so much fun. Thank you to everybody watching that came along to that, if you did. Vernia says, hello all, our friends Maurizio and Monica are joining us tonight. Wonderful. Jodie's here saying hi everyone, and Catherine's saying welcome back. What a great turnout. If there's anybody else watching and you haven't commented, or someone from your team hasn't commented, please do say hello, don't be shy. This hopefully will be a great fun show. And again, just before I move on, I like to waffle on a bit. I was going to say, because this is the first night of this brand new look quiz, bear with if there's any teething problems. I think it's okay, touch wood. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. Oh, Gabby's just stopped by. Sorry I can't join tonight. I'm working to a coursework deadline, but have a great first quiz back. Juice says, hi everyone, missed you all. It's great that you're all here for however long or short a time you can be. Let's go firstly then to our kids question to kick off the show, and this is where I like to bring in one or both of the kids to ask you a question and give you some bonus points to start off the evening. And we've got Ruben here.
Hello.
Finally, we are back. So here we go with the kids question then. This one, and from now on, the kids question will be worth 2 points. I haven't told you this. We're doing 2 points for everyone who gets the kids question correct at the start of the show from now on. You can then use this 2-point bonus to add on to any of your scores for the next 3 quiz rounds. Okay?
Also,
so, yeah.
This is dedication. I brought in my own chair here, if you can't see it. Look.
He's wheeled in his own little office chair from his room. He has. So, yes, he's proper comfy now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. Right, ask the question then, and everybody can guess in the comments for this one.
Which of these is the oldest anime show? Is it A. Dragon Ball, B. My Hero Academia, C. One Piece, or D. Naruto?
Okay, so have a guess in the comments then, A, B, C or D. We've brought this one in because Ruben and Abby, they're both very much into their anime at the moment. So let's see, have a guess everybody. Don't worry if you haven't got a clue what any of these are, it's just for fun. Have a guess in the comments, see if you can get yourself some bonus points. 2 bonus points that you can save, you can bank them and use them in one of the 3 upcoming full quiz rounds we're going to cover. Let's see what they say. Okay, we've got A, D, C. We've got A, no idea actually. Catherine, it's fine, don't worry. Just have a guess in the chat and let's see how well you do with this one. Oh, Vernia's saying hello to you as well. Look, there she is in the comments. Hello. Yes. Excellent. Got some guesses there then. Right. And oh, there's another guest there.
Hello, Ben.
Is that your
Yeah.
mate's watching, is it? Excellent. Well, welcome along. Nice to have you here for as long as you are. And there's Maurizio as well saying A. Interesting. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I'm trying my best. Now, with that said, I think it's about time we reveal what the answer is. Now, we've got plenty of guesses in. Let's see who's got themselves bonus points.
It
It is
Let me see if I can. Hey! It is Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Now,
That is
at
it.
first we were going to put Dragon Ball Z, which in that case would make Naruto the oldest.
Yeah, it gets a bit trickier then because Dragon Ball's the original series of
Yeah.
that franchise, and then there were others after that were newer.
Hello.
Hello, Ruben. It's Ben. Ah, there he is. Excellent. You got your mate watching. Okay, so let's see who's got bonus points then to kick off the quiz. So we have got
June.
Yeah, Ju, and then we've got
Sue.
Sue, and also hang on, sorry, the picture's popping up everywhere. We have then got
Kath.
Catherine. Yeah, Catherine's got it. Catherine and Tony, the not so golden oldies, and
How do I? I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with Maurizio.
Maurizio.
Maurizio?
Makes me think of
Maurizio.
Bruno.
Does? Catherine says, woohoo, thank you, Ruben. Yes, and Ben's got the bonus point. No, Ben got D. Oh, tricky one. Do you know what? Naruto is one of the oldest there.
It's the second
It
oldest.
is the
in
second
this.
oldest. It's a real good shout, but no, Dragon Ball is the oldest. So yeah, thank you all for having a go at that one. 2 points if you put A. Unlucky to everyone else, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're on to the first round proper straight after this, and for now we say goodbye to Ruben, and we'll see him next week.
Bye bye.
Apocalypse.
Okay, so we're on to the 3 quiz round proper now. We have got round 1 pop music trivia, so 15 questions, all about general pop music. We've then got 2 guest rounds, so 2 random themed rounds that you wouldn't normally see in like a Trivia Pursuit quiz, for example. We have got the letter A for round 2, so that means it's general knowledge, but every single answer will be, well, the key word in every single answer begins with the letter A. Any subject could go within that. And then we've got an easy quiz, or is it? So that's a fun one too. We'll then go into the game shows round, and that's where we'll be playing a round of Family Fortunes. I've got a survey question for you, see if you can work out what the top answer is. And then we get into catchphrase, and for catchphrase I think I've got 3 different catchphrases to guess with the board and everything there. It's all been redesigned, and I'm really excited to bring all this to you this evening. Now, the next thing is there's a countdown conundrum. That's back as well. So I'm going to bring in your countdown conundrum now. Remember, for these 3 quiz rounds, you don't put anything in the chat. No guesses in the chat. Keep it to yourself. Write it down your side. We don't want to spoil it for everybody. So keep these to yourself. By all means, continue to talk, but don't guess anything now in the comments for these 3 quiz rounds. There is your first countdown conundrum of the new series. And I'll reveal the answer at the end of the round, along with the answers for this pop music trivia round. And there is a countdown conundrum for each of the 3, as you'd expect from those of you who watched before. So, here we go. Are we ready? Question number 1. Which star of the silver screen gave Kim Cairns a hit single? Which star of the silver screen gave Kim Cairns a hit single? Hi Chris, Mike dialing in as Millie's belly dancing running over. That's some excuse. I'm glad you're here. That is some excuse. Fantastic. Okay, alright. Well, yes, just I'm sure she'll join when she can. I had no idea. I've heard it all now. Fair play. Question 2 now. Question 2. Which European capital was a hit for George Ezra? Which European capital was a hit for George Ezra? Question number 3 then for 3 points. Which acts had the best selling 1960s singles called Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Delilah, and Pretty Flamingo? 1 point for each. Which acts had the best selling 1960s singles called Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Delilah, and Pretty Flamingo? Spencer's there saying we will catch up on this later. No problem. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're new here, all the live shows I do, once I finish them, are then posted so you can watch them back whenever you want to. So there's somewhere in my video archive on this Facebook page, there's 150 other episodes. Don't go back to the very early ones though. That was right at the start of pandemic and there was literally nothing on screen but me chatting to the camera. It's proper cringe. Don't do it. But you know, once it goes beyond that, yeah, it gets much better. I'm sure. He says confidently. Question 4: which boy band had one shot in 2011? Which boy band had one shot in 2011? Question 5 now. Question 5. What were the original full names of the 5 members of the Spice Girls? Yes, that is 1 point for each. First name, surname of all the original 5 Spice Girls. Question number 6. You will get a little bit of thinking time at the end of each round, so don't worry if I rush through these. Question 6. Which acts had the best selling 1970s singles called Your Song, Roxanne, and Lola? Which acts had the best selling 1970s hit singles called Your Song, Roxanne, and Lola? I can also do repeats of questions when we get to the end, so you can just comment with which ones you would like me to repeat, and I'll do those for you when we get there. Question 7 now. Question 7. Which singer is backed by the E Street Band? Which singer is backed by the E Street Band? Question number 8 now. Question 8. Which act entered the charts with Gal Wine in the 1990s? Which act entered the charts with Gal Wine in the 1990s? Question number 9. We're up to the 80s now with these questions of this kind. Which acts had the best selling 1980s hit singles called New England, Fool for Your Loving, and We Close Our Eyes? Which acts had the best selling 1980s singles called New England, Fool for Your Loving, and We Close Our Eyes? Some great songs mentioned in this round. If you've not heard any of these before, loads of really good songs. Right, question 10 now. Question 10. Which all girl group topped the UK singles charts with Wanted? Which all girl group topped the UK singles charts with Wanted? I'll give you a little bit of a clue for that one. Whenever you hear it, especially when it's played in music rounds where you're listening to music trying to guess what it sounds just like it should be an ABBA song, but it is most definitely not. Question 11 now. Question 11. Which Bob Dylan song was a UK number 1 hit for Jimi Hendrix? Which Bob Dylan song was a UK number one hit for Jimi Hendrix? Question 12 now, up to the 90s. Which acts had the best selling 1990s singles called Tragedy, Sing It Back, and I'm Too Sexy? Which acts had the best selling 1990s singles called Tragedy, Sing It Back, and I'm Too Sexy? For 3 points. Question 13 now. Question 13. Which act had a UK hit with Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? Which act had a UK hit with Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? Question 14. 2 points for this one. Which two acts took the song I Drove All Night into the UK pop charts? Which two acts took the song I Drove All Night into the UK pop charts? Two separate singers for two separate versions of the song. 1 point for each. Jan just joined the episode, and the first thing you hear is me saying I'm too sexy. Seems just about right. Thank you, thank you. I try. I don't really. No. Good to have you here, though, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, Andy says good evening. Sorry to be a bit late, but welcome back, everyone. Yes, it's a great turnout. Really lovely turnout. Very good. We'll be back here next week. Not to get ahead of myself, we'll be back next week with another one just like this, with different subjects again, of course. So save the date. Now, question 15. This is the last question in this pop music trivia round. So think about any other ones you might want me to repeat. I'm not doing the whole round again, though, Andy, I'm afraid. Uh, which acts had the best selling Naughties singles called All Rise, Kiss Kiss, and The Year 3000? Which acts had the best selling Naughties singles called All Rise, Kiss Kiss, and The Year 3000? 1 point for each. So, try and work out what you think the conundrum is, because you're about to run out of time on that one. I will reveal the answer to that when I've gone through the answers for all of these previous questions. Once I've gone through all the answers, you tally up your score and then you leave me a comment to say how many points you think you got. If you did get bonus points from the kids' question at the start, you can add them onto this total. You get 2 points if you get the conundrum correct as well. But you can save the kids' question points for round 2 or 3. Okay? Hopefully that's clear for anybody new that's watching. But let me know in the chat now if you would like a question repeated. For those watching live, please do so. And if you're not watching live, but you are still watching along, feel free to say hi in the chat. I always like to come back to comments to older videos and interact with you if you are watching, so feel free to do that as well. Okay, not getting any requests in for repeats just yet. Oh, okay, Mark has just come in. I say that all the time, and somebody then does. Okay, so 3 and 15 so far. Fine. Question 3 was which acts had the best-selling 1960s singles called Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Delilah, and Pretty Flamingo? Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Delilah, and Pretty Flamingo, 1 point for each. And then to repeat question 15 again. Which acts had the best-selling Naughties singles called All Rise, Kiss Kiss, and The Year 3000? Last chance then to get a repeat in. Going to go through the answers then. I think we'll go through the answers now. Yeah, we'll go through the answers. Okay. So, question number one. I said, which star of the silver screen gave Kim Carnes a hit single? It was called Betty Davis Eyes. So, Betty Davis for 1 point. Question two. Which European capital was a hit for George Ezra? It was called Budapest. Question three. Which acts had the best selling 1960s singles called Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Delilah, and Pretty Flamingo? It is Otis Redding, Tom Jones, and Manfred Mann. Question four. Which boy band had one shot in 2011? That was JLS. Question five. The original full names of the 5 Spice Girls are, and it's 1 point for each, remember, Emma Bunton, Victoria Adams, Jerry Halliwell, Melanie Brown, and Melanie Chisholm. Question six. Which acts had the best-selling 1970s singles called Your Song, Roxanne, and Lola? Your Songs by Elton John, Roxanne by The Police, and Lola by The Kinks. Question seven. Which singer is backed by the E Street Band? That is Bruce Springsteen, the boss. Question eight. Which act entered the charts with Gal Wine in the 1990s? That was Shaka Demus and Pliers. Question nine. Which acts had the best-selling 80s singles called A New England, Fool for Your Loving, and We Close Our Eyes? It is Kirsty MacColl, Whitesnake, and Go West. Question 10. Which all-girl group topped the UK singles charts with Wanted? It's by the Dooleys. After the quiz, look it up and tell me that does not sound like an ABBA song, because seriously, it happens all the time when I'm playing them. Question 11. Which Bob Dylan song was a UK #1 hit single for Jimi Hendrix? It was called All Along the Watchtower. Question 12. Which acts had the best-selling 1990s singles called Tragedy, Sing It Back, and I'm Too Sexy? It is Steps, Moloko, and Right Said Fred. Question 13. Which act had a UK hit with Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? That's Paula. All Along the Watchtower, 1 point for each word. No. I think you know the answer to that one. So, where are we? Yes, Where Have All the Cowboys Gone is by Paula Cole. Question 14. Which 2 acts took the song I Drove All Night into the UK pop charts? It is Roy Orbison and Cyndi Lauper. And finally, question 15. Which acts had the best-selling noughties singles called All Rise, Kiss, and The Year 3000? That is Blue, Holly Valance, and Busted. So, the answer for the countdown conundrum is countered. Countdown conundrum, and it is countered. So 2 points if you got that one correct. 2 points if you want to use the kids' bonus points question. And 1 point for everything else, every other answer you got correct. Tally it all up. Let me know how you did. I'll read out your scores, give you all a shout out, and then we move on to round 2, which is called the letter A. Let's have a look how you did in that round. How about recounted? That is an interesting question. Let me check. What? 10 points. Do I get extra points if I'm friends with the Dooleys? You do if you can get them to come to my quiz nights. That'd be amazing. Every time their song comes up in the music round, people are like, oh, it sounds like ABBA. All the time. We need to talk about that one. That's amazing. I like that. You can have a bonus point if you can prove it. Yeah, it's just for fun. Very interesting. Okay, all right, let's get to some of the other ones. Do we think? Hold on, what else fits in with the recount? With counted? Can the conundrum be recounted too? Yeah, I was trying to think if it comes up in the OED, sorry, Oxford English Dictionary, then yes, then you can because technically it's a nine-letter word that can be spelt. Recount, I know recanted is a word. Recountable, I don't think I can give you recounted. Recount. Oh, recounted. Oh, okay, recounted, transitive, to relate, narrate, to give full or detailed account of. I mean, I know it's a word. I just don't know if it's one of those like people who just people just say it. And yeah, okay, all right, it's coming up. I will let you have recounted. Let's see what the scores are. Then, so we have got plenty of scores coming in. So let's go down. 10 points for the round, 2 points for guessing the word, but please don't ask me to write conundrum. No, it's fine. 12 points says Mark, very good, thank you. 26 points for Roy and Deirdre, very good. 17 plus 2 plus 2, 21 in total for Catherine and Tony, the not so golden oldies, of course. 21 plus 2 for Andy for the conundrum, 23 in total then. No kids bonus, a lesson to turn up on time. Yes, Andy, yes it is, but it's fine. Just appreciate you being here as always. Maddie's here. How you doing, Maddie? Thank you for being here too. 19 plus the conundrum, very good. Mike says 15 points. The Britzillians have got 18 plus 2. Donuts have got 26, got the conundrum, and yes, you are welcome. Difficult to be a fan of a Polish national team, Jan says. At 15 minutes, we were winning 1-0 with Croatia. After 25 minutes, it was 1-3. That sounds very much like my life as a Spurs fan, mate, especially coming off of a 3-2 loss to Brighton. Oh, God, that was depressing. 2-0 up at half time, we were cruising, and then they just forgot to play football in the second half, and Brighton definitely remembered how to play football. Ridiculous. So I feel your pain, mate. Can't speak for the England side. I didn't bother watching those two games, but I don't care about it until it gets to a tournament when it comes to England. They're just tiring out our players, if you ask me. Anyway, I move on. Let's go to round 2, shall we? Do you like the little door transition, by the way? Does it make a noise when I do that? I haven't obviously watched my show back yet, so I can't confirm if it does. But yeah, I was quite chuffed when I worked that one out. Hope you like it. Just something a bit different from the usual that I had. Now, this round is called the letter A, so the main word in the answer for each question that you have to get for the point begins with the letter A. So, let's bring out your countdown conundrum. There we go. There's your countdown conundrum for this round. 15 more questions, same rules apply. Let's see how well you do with this one. Question number 1. What's minus 273.15 degrees Celsius better known as? It makes a swish noise. Ah, I thought it did. Thank you, Vernia. Maybe our points need to be recounted. Ex Oxford Dictionary freelancer. Very good. I like the use of the word. Yes, recount the points and add them in. Yes, so what's minus 273.15 degrees Celsius better known as? That is question 1. I did have a mild panic attack this evening when I was trying to get everything ready. And certain things I used to bring the show to you needed updates because they'd not been used in quite a while, of course. And I updated them and the camera stopped working. Like, well, they can have my voice. They're not going to see me. Brilliant. Thankfully, I managed to sort it out. One of those turn it off and turn it back on again kind of situations. But yeah, we're here. Things are working. Touch wood again. Question 2. What playing card symbolises death? What playing card symbolises death? From a genuine normal pack of cards. It's not a trick question. That's in the next round. What playing card symbolises death for question 2? Question number 3 now. What was Ethiopia formerly called? What was Ethiopia formerly called? Question number 4 now. Question 4. For what film did Humphrey Bogart win his only Best Actor Oscar? Oh, it's 2-3 now. There is still hope. Very good. Fingers crossed for you. For what film did Humphrey Bogart win his only Best Actor Oscar? Question number 5 now. Question 5. What is June's birthstone? What is your birthstone if you were born in the month of June? It might be different if you're in like the US, but this is certainly what it is in the UK. I can't speak for abroad or if this list is the same abroad. I don't know. This being a British-based pub quiz, this is what the answer is going to be for that one. So that's what the point will be for. Question number 6 now. Question 6. What household product cleaned like a white tornado? What household product cleaned like a white tornado? Remember the theme of the round when you're thinking of your answers. Question 7 now. Question number 7. What name is taken by an adult leader of a Cub Scout pack? What name is taken by the adult leader of a Cub Scout pack? Question number 8 now. Question 8. What US state has the longest border with Canada at 1,500 miles? What US state has the longest border with Canada at 1,500 miles? Question number 9 now. Question 9. Tirana is the capital of which country? Tirana is the capital of which country? Question number 10 now. Question 10. What is the largest web-footed bird? What is the largest web-footed bird? Can I get a point if all my answers are I don't know? You can have bonus points up to still keeping you at the bottom of the pack if that's how it works out. Sometimes I do that at the pub quizzes when I see there's a team struggling and I don't have the heart to say 2 points for this team. Sometimes I just give them a few bonus points because there's no overall highest scoring team prize, so all that matters really is who's at the top for each quiz round. So just for fun and to make them feel a bit better. Sometimes they go, "There's no way we got that many points." Like, shh, yeah, so that's all a bit fun. Question number 11 now. Question 11. What was Frank Sinatra's middle name? It'd be funny if it was Ada. ADA. No, don't put that. What was Frank Sinatra's middle name? Okay, the next question then. Question 12. Who wrote Little Women? Who wrote Little Women? Technically, for the purpose of this round, you only need to know the surname for a point. Maybe that's giving you a bit of a clue, or maybe not. Who wrote Little Women for question 12? Question 13. Which pop group had a string of 26 UK chart hits between 1972 and 1983 before disbanding? Which pop group had a string of 26 UK chart hits between 1972 and 1983 before disbanding? Question 14. If all of the US states were placed in alphabetical order, which would be first? And he says, certainly no A grade for me. Oh dear. Question 14 again. If all the US states were placed in alphabetical order, which would come first? Okay, and the final question in this round then, and remember you've got to work out the countdown conundrum if you can as well. Your final question now in this round. What do the initials AAA stand for in the USA? What do the initials AAA, AAA, what does that stand for in the USA? 1 point for each correct word for that one. All the others, I believe, yes, all the others are 1 point questions, but for this one it's 1 point for each correct word because all three of them begin with an A. So let's see if you want any questions repeated now. Please let me know in the chat as always. If you would like those questions repeated, put the numbers into the chat now and I shall do that for you. Whilst you're having to think about that, I will remind you of all the usual things that I used to do and will continue to do. There is a link in the description of this video, or you could always just message me for more information on where you can support me across other forms of social media in particular. So if you're on TikTok, I'm there. I post quizzes. I try and do them often. I'm down to about 1 or 2 a week now for lots of different reasons. But I do post quizzes there. You can look at them at any time. Great for a quick bit of research into something or to refresh your memory on subjects. You can just scroll through, look at all the different quizzes I posted, choose a round, and they're all like 5-question quiz rounds I've been doing for the last few months on a whole variety of subjects and specialist subject requests as well. It's good fun. 1 and 2, please, Jan said, because I had an internet interruption. Roy says, Thomas Tuchel to become New England manager if anyone's interested. Yeah, I've heard this. I mean, I think, I don't know. I'm okay with it, but I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. You kind of want somebody to be English and to be successful as the England manager, just like every country would, in theory, want one of their own to do that. Having said that, we had Sven-Goran Eriksson, and that was a fun ride while it lasted. Bless him. You know, we have had, and Fabio Capello was all right. Maybe not the most exciting football. Yeah, Don't know. Don't know. We shall see, I guess. As long as we play exciting football, that's all I really care about. Anyway, I want more Spurs players in the England team, please. Don't like this at the minute. It's very strange not seeing a Spurs player in the lineup. Ugh. Anyway, I suppose it would help if we had more English players in the squad. Anyway, right. Let me repeat questions 1 and 2. Question 1. What's minus 273.15 degrees Celsius better known as? And question 2 was what playing card symbolises death? Yes. Yeah, Roy agrees. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Can't be mad at it. He hasn't been given a chance to have a go yet. You know, it might end up being the best thing since sliced bread for us. You just don't know until it's happened. And he's certainly been successful as a club manager. Well, not maybe not these most successful, but sure, he's done some things right. Yeah, we'll see. No more requests have come in, so let's go through the answers and last chance to work out the countdown conundrum as well. So, question number 1, what's minus 273.15 degrees Celsius better known as? It is absolute zero. Question 2, what playing card symbolises death? It is the Ace of Spades. Question 3, what was Ethiopia formerly called? It was Abyssinia. I always think it sounds like I'm saying, I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. Abyssinia. Question 4. For what film did Humphrey Bogart win his only Best Actor Oscar? That was The African Queen. Question 5. What is June's birthstone? It is agate. Agate? Agate? Agate. It's spelt agate, but I don't think it is. I think it's agate. Question 6 now. What household product cleaned like a white tornado? It was called Ajax. Or is called Ajax. Which is spelt like the football club Ajax, in case you're wondering. But I believe you pronounce the J in this one. Question 7. What name is taken by an adult leader of a Cub Scout pack? It is Arkela. Arkela? Arkela. Question 8. What US state has the longest border with Canada at 1,500 miles? It is Alaska. Question 9. Tirana is the capital of which country? That is Albania. Question 10. What is the longest web-footed bird? It's an albatross. The largest web-footed bird. Question 11. What was Frank Sinatra's middle name? That was Albert. Question 12. Who wrote Little Women? It was Louisa May Alcott. Question 13. Which pop group had a string of 26 UK chart hits between 1972 and 1983 before disbanding? Sadly, it wasn't the Dooleys, but this one actually was ABBA. Just purely coincidental, we just had that conversation in the last round. Question 14. If all the US states were placed in alphabetical order, which would come first? It is Alabama. Question 15, the final question of the round. What do the initials AAA stand for in the USA? It is the American Automobile Association. 1 point for each correct word. If you got one of those words but put it in the wrong order, you can still have the point, okay? Because the important thing is you get the words correct. I'm not fussed about the order. I can't be marking them anyway, so that's fine. Now, with that said, here we go. This is the answer for the countdown conundrum for a bonus 2 points for this round. Intention. Were your intentions good with this round? Did you manage to get points on the board? Let's see. Let me know. Tally up those scores now. Comment what your scores are. If you haven't got a team name, by the way, you are allowed to put it in here and we'll think of one just for fun, because I read out some of them instinctively from teams that have been watching for so long that I just know them. You don't have to say it every time. For example, I forget, Roy and Deirdre, you're normally Zneet, Znada, Zneet, I believe. You don't have to have one, but this is all come from my pub quizzes, so it's nice to have a pub quiz team name. But no pressure. I'd rather you just watched and enjoyed than put your pressure on yourself to have a team name. Jody says 8 plus 2, well done. 15 plus 2, plus the kids' points there for the Britzillians. Very good, Vernie says there. Sue says Donuts scored 12, got the conundrum. Mark says 7 plus 2, 7 including the conundrum. Well done, Liz. And or Ben if you're still watching. 10 points, Jan says. Mike says 9. Okay, 9 points there, very good. Half of the Brazilian contingent made 7 points. Very good, that's alright. Every little bit counts. And yes, Neat's Nana's neat. 13 plus 2 for the conundrum. Maddie's got 16 plus 2. Catherine and Tony, 14 plus 2. And Andy got the same as Jodie as well. 8 plus 2. Excellent. Well done. Good effort all round there, everybody. Imagine if you were one combined team. You would have absolutely smashed that round, I'm sure. And you could all be one team one day, you know. If you come down to the pub quizzes that I host, I think we're trying to arrange the next one for the Patreon supporters to come down, which is going to be the Sunday between Christmas and New Year? So if you fancy a trip to Abingdon, I host the King's Head and Bell pub quiz on Thursdays and Sundays, basically every week. If somebody else is there hosting, they're covering for me. So if you wanted to, you could do that. You could also just come down any night if you're in the area. You're more than welcome, and some of you I know do, and that's where this has all come from. So if you would like to do that, feel free. Let me know if you want any more details. Now, let's move on to round number 3, which is the easy quiz, he says. Okay, on to the easy quiz then. How are we doing for time? We're doing good. Right, so the easy quiz, 15 questions. Once again, you're going to get another countdown conundrum. I'll bring that in for you now. There we go. When I tell you how long it took me to get that working like that. Oh, the effort I put into this show, honestly, I tell you. Right, so the easy quiz goes like this. You're going to get 15 questions. Again, multiple points are possible here. Some of them are very, very easy. Some of them might seem easy, but are actually not. So you'll get the gist of it as we go along. I hope you have fun with this one. And here we go with question number 1. Who composed Ravel's Bolero? Who composed Ravel's Bolero? That's question number 1. Remember, don't put anything in the comments for this one. Same as last 2 rounds. Keep them all to yourself and we'll see how well you do at the end. So, question 1. Who composed Ravel's Bolero? Question 2. What was the name of the ship in The Mutiny on the Bounty? What was the name of the ship in The Mutiny on the Bounty? Question number 3. Which country is famous for its Panama hats? Which country is famous for its Panama hats? Question 4. In which month do Russians celebrate the October Revolution? In which month do Russians celebrate the October Revolution? Question 5. Question number 5. What is Prince Harry's Christian name? What is Prince Harry's Christian name? Question 6 now. Question number 6. Where do Chinese gooseberries originate? Where do Chinese gooseberries originate? Okay, the next question then. Question 7. How many birthdays does the average Englishman have? How many birthdays does the average Englishman have? Question number 8 now. Question 8. What colour is the black box on a commercial aircraft? What colour is the black box on a commercial aircraft? Okay, question number 9 now. Question 9. If you have 3 apples and you take away 2, how many apples do you have? Oh, Jan's posted a story. Come back to that in a moment, mate. If you have 3 apples and you take away 2, how many apples do you have? The title of the quiz round, Jan says, reminds me of an anecdote from my university. At the end of the semester, the professor made an exam and told the students there will be only 2 questions in the exam. What is my name and what was the name of the subject I was teaching? And from the back of the classroom, one of the students whispers, and they told that it was supposed to be an easy exam. Oh dear. Millie, oh, Millie's here as well. Hello, I'm here. Finished belly dancing. Sorry, I'm late. Rehearsing for a show in November. Oh my goodness, how exciting! Glad you could join me. Mike's been holding his own. Been all right. Sure, he'll appreciate your help for this round. Question number 10. Question 10. Divide 30 by a half and add 10 to your answer. What is this number? Divide 30 by half and add 10 to your answer. What is that number? Okay, question 11 now. Question 11. How many animals of each type did Moses take onto the ark? Question 11. How many animals of each type did Moses take onto the ark? Question 12 now. Is it legal in Scotland for a man to marry his widow's sister? Is it legal in Scotland for a man to marry his widow's sister? If you've got no idea what I just said, you just got a 50-50 shout yes or no. Is it legal in Scotland for a man to marry his widow's sister? Question 13. The Canary Islands in the Atlantic are named after what animal? The Canary Islands in the Atlantic are named after what animal? Question 14. On which planet was Dr. Spock born? Question 14. On which planet was Dr. Spock born? And you're running out of time on the countdown conundrum because here is question 15. How many months in the Gregorian calendar have 28 days? How many months in the Gregorian calendar have 28 days? That's the end of the round. Let me know if you'd like a question repeated. I have a feeling we might need some for this particular round because you never know which one of those is a trick question or not. Just to be safe, let me know if you want any repeats to happen for this round. And then, of course, we'll go through the usual, see who's got the most points, and then we move on to our game shows round. Brand new look for Family Fortunes and for our catchphrase round. Next week, I'll try and do Tenable, because I used to do that as well. We'll do Tenable, I think, next week in place of probably catchphrase. That's what we normally do, isn't it? Okay, question 13 for the donuts. The Canary Islands in the Atlantic are named after what animal? What kind of animal? The Canary Islands in the Atlantic are named after what animal? Any more for any more? Last chance to get a repeat in. If not, we're going to move on. I'll start going through the answers then. Okay, so here we go with the answers then for the easy quiz. Question number 1. Who composed Ravel's Bolero? It is Maurice Ravel, or Ravel. That was not a trick question, literally Ravel. Question 2. What was the name of the ship in the mutiny on the Bounty? It was the Bounty, hence the mutiny on it. Question 3. Which country is famous for its Panama hats? It is Ecuador. Question 4. In which months do Russians celebrate the October Revolution? It's in November. Question 5. What is our current, or the Prince Harry's first name or Christian name? It is actually Henry. Question 6. Where do Chinese gooseberries originate? That is New Zealand. Chinese gooseberries are also known as the kiwi fruit. Question 7. How many birthdays does the average Englishman have? Just the one, like everybody else. You might live for X amount of years, but you only have the one birthday, right? Once a year. The answer is 1. Question 8. What colour is the black box in a commercial aircraft? They are a bright orange, so you could find them easier in a crash. Question 9. If you have 3 apples and you take 2 away, how many apples do you have? Well, you have 2 because you just took 2 away, so you have 2. The answer is 2. Question 10. If you divide 30 by half and add 10 to your answer, what is this number? It is 70. 30 divided by a half is 60, because it's 0.5 into 30. Yeah, so it's 60 plus 10, that's 70. Question 11. How many animals of each type did Moses take onto the ark? None. Moses didn't have an ark. It was Noah's ark. I like asking these questions. Question 12. Is it legal in Scotland for a man to marry his widow's sister? No, because you would be dead. Your widow implies that you are dead, so you cannot marry. Question 13. The Canary Islands in the Atlantic are named after what animal? It's after dogs. Canary, not as in the bird, canary as in a word that's derived from the Latin meaning Isle of Dogs. So the answer is dog. Question 14. On which planet was Dr. Spock born? Dr. Spock was a paediatrician born on Earth, a very real paediatrician, famously published books about childcare. Mr. Spock was the Vulcan from Star Trek, and he was born on Vulcan. So, yes, the answer for this one is Earth. And finally, question 15. How many months in the Gregorian calendar have 28 days? All of them do. It's our calendar. They've all got at least 28 days in. So, how did you get on in that round? Start adding up your scores. The answer for the final countdown conundrum of the evening now is migrating. Hopefully you won't be migrating away from my quiz nights after that one. Tally everything up, please. Let me know how you did in this final quiz round, and then we'll move on to our game shows. Very excited to show you how they're all looking now. I mean, the Family Fortunes one hasn't changed too much, but it's changed enough and it looks really smart, so I hope you like it. And then certainly the catchphrase one I've completely revamped. So, yes, exciting times. 4 points for Jodie. Tricked you a few times there, didn't we? Bernie says 9 plus 2. Didn't like that round, says Mark. 3 plus 2. Oh, it's okay. These kind of rounds are brilliant because you either love them or hate them. Yeah, they are a lot of fun to host in the pub quizzes and see everybody's reactions live to some of these questions. Yeah, I've got another one that I might do like this as well. But these are all like classic pub quiz questions that are normally scattered throughout rounds to trick people up, you see? So if you've heard them all now, commit them to memory, yeah? Please, because you'll be amazed how often these come up. It's just tonight we're doing an entire round of them. Pete says that was hard. Oh dear. Roy says 11. 11 plus 2. Very good. Yes, this is the last chance to use the kids' bonus points, so make sure you've added those on if you haven't done so already. 9 plus 2, says Vernia. 9 points for Jan. 11 plus 2, says Catherine. So 13 points for the Not So Golden Oldies. Donut scored 15, got the conundrum and the kids' question. Great round. See, that's it. If you do well, it's a great round. If you don't, you hate it. Andy says, well, got caught out. Oh, sorry, I'm scrolling away. Got caught out with a couple of those. 7 for me. Very good. And with 6 brains tonight, Vernia says. Very good. 11 plus 2 for Maddie. Maurizio says, as a die-hard trekker, I formally protest. You can't protest, it's the truth. I still can't get my head around the maths question. Do you know, you're not alone. I'm not going to take the mickey because these kind of questions really do trip people up. If I said to you to divide 1 by a half, you would take 0.5 and put that into 1 as many times as you could. And that would be 2, right? Because you'd have 2 halves would make 1 whole. So if you divide a half into 30, then it doubles it up because you can do that twice as many times, yeah? So therefore it's 60. Because it's 60 in, 30 divided by a half is 60. And then you add 10 on top of that. So yeah, think of it in the smallest possible way, which is 0.5 plus 0.5 equals 1. So therefore the answer is 2 because you've done it twice. So you double it up no matter what you're doing that for then. So divide by 30 by a half, 60. I hope I've made it a bit clearer there. Mark says my brain still hurts. Catherine says they love that round, and Mike says 8 points. Very good. Okay, all right. Well, you'll be relieved to hear that's enough of that. Jodie says got it. Oh, good. See, I can do teaching. See, I would never be a teacher, but I can do a little bit of teaching. I'd never be a teacher. I respect the hell out of them, believe me, but I would never be one. Right, let's move on, shall we? The maths teacher I never had. Oh, mate, if only I was this confident with these things when I was a kid, I might have done better at school. No, I openly admit I retook maths twice in college, GCSE maths, because I did not have good teachers, unfortunately, at school, and I just didn't get it. Wasn't very good at maths, but I got better. I persevered. Anyway, that's enough about my past. Now, it's time for the Our Survey Says Family Fortunes round. And here we go. Here is the new board. Well, same board, but a little bit smarter. And the way this works, for those of you who are new, is very simple. I'm going to reveal in a moment a question, which is a genuine Family Fortunes question that was asked to 100 people in a survey. And you need to work out, as a team, what you think all of the top answers were. We're looking for the top 7 answers. Is it top 7? No, it's not top 7. That should not be there. Hold on. It shouldn't be 7. No, there we go. 6. We're looking for 6. The top 6 answers for this, and you can now, and I want you to, guess in the comments, because you're all working together as one team for the next 2 rounds. So here we go, everybody. The question for this round is, if I can find where I've hidden it. Where's it gone? There it is. Right, here's a question. Name a popular topping you could have on a pizza. Remember, this is a survey of 100 people, and these were the top 6. Does not necessarily mean they will be your top 6. It's not really my top 6, although some of them I do like. So let's see how you go. I'll let some of you have a guess, let them come rolling in, and then I'll give you all shout-outs if you got them correct. I want individual toppings, not the names of pizzas, okay? Individual ingredient that you could put on top of a pizza, please. And let's see how quickly you can get the top 6. So, straight away, it looks like quite a few of you, at the start at least, went with pepperoni. So we've got Millie, Sue, Jodie, immediately Roy saying pepperoni as well. Let's see, is pepperoni there? That's the top answer. Straight away. Very good start, everybody. Well done. Yes, Pete says Hawaiian. I knew somebody would. It's not there, I'm afraid. No. Individual toppings. Cheese, Vernia says. Cheese, is that there? Maybe some others have heard it as well. But extra cheese, or cheese in general, is fine. Yes, you could ask for more cheese to be put on a normal pizza, or indeed any pizza. It wouldn't be a pizza without cheese, if you ask me. What else have we got here? Pineapple. Ju and Jan, you both said pineapple there. Oh, and Mark has gone with pineapple, looking down the list. Is pineapple there? I need to double check my own list now. Is that in the answers? No. No pineapple. Okay, let's go back to our list again. We have got chicken. Is chicken one of those answers? No. I don't mind chicken on a pizza. It's not there. Margarita. No. I don't think that's a topping, is it? It's a kind of pizza. Ham. Is ham on the list? No. No. Something similar is, though. Something similar. I'll give you a clue. Jodie says mushrooms. Did anybody else say mushrooms? Not yet. Oh, jalapenos. There's a good guess. I love jalapenos. Oh, it's one of my favourites. Anyway, where are we? Mushrooms. Mushrooms is the second most popular answer from the survey, and they are all mad. Oh, can't do it. Don't like it. But well done. Catherine, you said mushrooms as well as Jodie. Very good. Chilies and jalapenos in general, I'm going to lump them all together and say, tragically, no. Clearly, they weren't spicy food fans that were asked from this 100. Not there. So, let me see. Onion. Okay, I'm going to pick out and choose a few other nice ones here. We've got onions. Maurizio said onions. Roy said onions. Because that one is there. Onions is number 5. That is number 5 from our survey. Olives. Maurizio has also said olives. Vernia as well. It's popped up there now saying olives. And anybody else saying that to give you a shout out? No. Okay, right. Olives. Where's olives on the list? Is it there? Our survey says, ding, it is number 6. We've got one more to find. Sweet corn, we've got salami, a boiled egg, meatballs. These are all good guesses. Anchovy, Pete says anchovy. Is it any of those though? No. The missing answer, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is a meat-based answer. It is a meat. Prosciutto, oh, good guess. Prawns, no, neither of those. It's not dissimilar to pepperoni. It's not dissimilar to that. That's the biggest clue I'm going to give you for now. Ground beef. Oh, good bacon. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Knew I shouldn't have done this. Not there. You'd certainly have it if you ordered a mixed meat pizza. Oh, chorizo's good, but it's not right. That's quoted the next round. But the correct answer has been guessed. Maurizio, Vernia, very well done. Sausages. Yes. Sausages are there. That's the top 6, and that is the new look our survey says round. I hope you like that one. Just a quick round there, not too bad. The thing is, the more people that watch, the more guesses we've got coming in. So law of averages, we're going to fly through these a lot quicker. But yes, there you go. That's the top 6. Pepperoni, mushroom, cheese, sausages, onions, olives. I'm sure if we went beyond the top 6, a lot of your other guesses would have been there. A lot of my favourites not though. Chorizo, jalapeno. Oh, I love spicy food. Love it. Anyway, let's reveal now the new look catchphrase round. I hope the screen hasn't messed up with all the numbers I'm pressing. No, we're good. Right, let's bring the wheel up. Look, everybody. Brazilians know everything there is to know about pizza, Richard says. It sounds like it. You got plenty of points there. Very, very good. Right, so we are now into our catchphrase round. Behind the board, there will be 3 different catchphrases, which I will show you one at a time. The way you reveal the squares from the board is by answering questions correctly. Again, you're working as a team. All of you watching live now, you're working as a team all together. So, I'll ask a question, general knowledge. You guess in the comments. When we get it right, I'll have spun the wheel, and the wheel will tell us which square I will reveal from the catchphrase board. And then if you think you know what the catchphrase is, you can have a guess. All right? 3-3, Jan says. What a game. I might have to check out the highlights of this one. Very good. I have to agree, Pete says, Brazilian pizzas are miles better than Italian ones. Ooh, them's fighting words. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it. I would love to try one day. Okay, so with that said, here is your first general knowledge question. Guess in the comments, please. Which sign of the zodiac are the twins? Which sign of the zodiac are the twins? I'm just going to bring my chat out of the way. Which sign of the zodiac are the twins? And now we spin the wheel and we'll see which number we're going to be removing. Oh, and it is number 8. We're going to be removing number 8. Oh, that's one thing I need to change. Number 8 is now gone, and we will reveal it from the board. Gemini is exactly the correct answer. Many of you have got it right there. In fact, I think everybody that commented there. Yes, you all said Gemini. Very good. Nice and easy for starters. Let's reveal number 8. That's a very helpful one, I think. That's very helpful. Okay, let's ask another question then, but feel free to guess at any time if you think you know what that's representing. Question number 2, who is the Roman god of fire? Who is the Roman god of fire? Guess in the chat, and let's spin the wheel and see what number we're going to be removing. Once in a lifetime is good, but it's not right, I'm afraid, Sue. Let's spin the wheel now and find out which one we're going to be removing next. It's going to be number 4 by the looks of it. Number 4. Number 4, okay. It's not Hephaestus, it's not Odin. I've already said the answer to this previously tonight in a different context. Vernia says Vulcan. That's it. It's Vulcan. Very good. Right, let's remove number 4. It's not Save of the Moment. That's a good guess as well, though. That is good. No, not Prometheus. The answer was Vulcan. I'm sure you all sending them at the same time, though. Let's go to the next question. Okay, which wild animal is responsible for the most human deaths? I will narrow it down by saying you'd probably see them on safari. Some of you may have known the answer to this without knowing the clue. No, without hearing the clue. Which wild animal is responsible for the most human deaths? And the clue is you would see them on safari. Let's spin the wheel. And we're going to remove number 3. Okay, number 3 is the one that's going to go next. And let's have a look at your guesses. It looks like some of you have got it right. We've got tigers guessed, we've got lions guessed, but we also have hippos guessed. It is hippos. They are responsible, believe it or not, for the most human deaths. Let's remove number 3. Okay, you just got Mr. Chips' face there. That's not helping much. You really need, I think, 5? 5, maybe? Yeah, I think 5 and 6 probably be the most help. Okay, next question. What is the President of the USA's study called in the White House? What is the President of the USA's study called in the White House? Guess that anyway, but I can tell you now that Mark has got it bang on. Moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips is the correct answer. Very good indeed. Let's reveal the rest of the board for you now. And there you go. He's eating some chocolate. The chocolate's called Moment, so it's a moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips. That is your catchphrase for number 1. The answer to this next question is the Oval Office. I can see some of you have put that. Let me reset the board. And we can also refresh the wheel. No, we can't. Let's open up. There we go. There we go. Right. Let's go and load up your next one then. So we're going to do the same again. I've got a brand new one for you. And your next question. Oh, I'm going to remove one immediately because Oval Office was correct. So well done for those who put that. Never been invited. All right, number 4 then. Let's remove number 4 from the wheel. Sorry, from the board. And here we go. Ooh, this is a bit creepy, this one. Should have saved it for Halloween. Right. Your next question, and here we go. Which duo had a hit with I Got You Babe in 1985? Which duo had a hit with I Got You Babe in 1985? That is your next question. Have a guess in the comments, and we will be revealing another square from the board. It's not Sonny and Cher. It's not Sonny and Cher, I'm afraid, no. Let me go back to the question again. Which duo had a hit with I Got You Babe in 1985? In 1985, who could that be? It's UB40 and Chrissy Hind. Well done, Jodie. Andy was so close. It's not UB40 with Cher. It was UB40 and Chrissy Hind. Right, so let's spin the wheel and see which square we're going to be revealing. Well done, Jodie, there. We're going to be removing... Is it 8 or is it 7? Let's see. Oh, it's number 8. Okay, number 8. That's what we're going to be taking away this time. And number 8 looks like this. Feel free to keep guessing, as always. Okay, question 8. What is... Oh, sorry, that's the eighth question I'm asking you because it's from around. What is Louise Brown's 1978 claim to fame? She was the first something. What is Louise Brown's 1978 claim to fame? Well done, Roy. Just saw your comment there, UB40 and Chrissy Hind. Yes. So this next question, what is Louise Brown's 1978 claim to fame? She was the first what? Interesting. We've got some guesses coming in. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, Jan's updated us on the football. We're going to be removing number 2. Croatian goalkeeper with red card after a foul on Lewandowski. Oh boy, what a game. Yeah, I'm going to check out the highlights, I think, after this. Right, so we're going to remove number 2. It is the first test tube baby. Well done, everybody that put that. Let me just confirm. Roy did get that. Oh, we've had some guesses come in as well for the catchphrase. Test tube baby is the correct answer. We don't need to reveal anything from this one though. I'll save test tube baby for the next one to reveal a square immediately, because it is a sight for sore eyes. Well done to Millie and Mike. You have got it correct. Let me show you the whole of the board now. It is a sight for sore eyes. It's clever, isn't it? It's creepy, but it's clever. Okay, reset the board for the final time this evening. Our last game, the last one we're going to do before we say our goodbyes at the end of this, the very first episode of the new phase of Big Quiz Night In. And here we go. Let's reveal. In fact, let me reset the wheel again. Where are we? Catchphrase. Boom. Right. It is very clever. It is, isn't it? I really like that one. Okay, so we're going to do one straight away because we didn't remove one for Test Tube Baby in the last round. So let's do that now. And it's going to be number 8. Number 8. Let's remove number 8. There we go. Interesting. Do you know, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got it based off of that alone. Okay, next question then. Whose face was on the first ever stamp in public circulation? Whose face was on the first ever stamp in public circulation? I'm going to spin the wheel and I'm going to go back to your comments in just a moment. Number 1. We're going to remove number 1. It is Queen Victoria. But I tell you what, Millie's and Mike are straight in there. Spin class is the correct answer. Wow, that was quick. We haven't seen an answer for this that quick since Gabby got them very quickly a few months back. That was good. Okay, so with that said, Queen Victoria is the correct answer, but the correct answer for this is spin class. There you go. They're all spinning, I guess you call it, in a classroom, hence spin class. That's the end of the catchphrase round, everybody. I hope you've liked the new look of everything, and we go to our final page to say our goodbyes. So there we go. That's the end of the show. The new look. You've seen it all now. The big reveal has happened. I hope you appreciate this even more TV game show kind of approach to it that I've gone to. Obviously it's quite a lot of effort, but it's been worth it. I've definitely needed the downtime as well from the end of July to today to recharge my batteries and get re-energized to keep doing this and to reinvent it and to get the new logo and all this new stuff. So it's been a journey. I'm so glad that things have gone well tonight. There's very little that I need to tweak and change now, because everything seems to have gone well. And it's been a great turnout. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you come back for more next week, because we will have another one. I think then the week after, the last Tuesday of every month, I still do a Patreon-only quiz night. So there's a free trial if you want to join, and we do a Google Meet a Google Meet video call that I send you a link for, and then I share a different game show that you all join in with. I split you into teams. You don't do this kind of thing on your own all the time necessarily. And the end of this month, I'm bringing in a brand new game for our Patreons to play. We sometimes do things like Blockbusters and Jeopardy, speed quizzing, which comes with an app which is free that you can play. We do all sorts. But the end of this month, I'm doing a brand new game show, and it's a take on Nevermind the Buzzcocks. And it's going to be really funny and really silly. So I really hope you can join me for that. But every other Tuesday, I'll be back here doing this again. Patreons can also request their own subjects. So if you want to have a subject in one of those 3 quiz rounds at the start of the show, Patreons get to request that too. Basically, it's minimum of £2 a month to join, and you get all those benefits, all those rewards every single month. Lots of fun. In-person quiz meetup. Thank you, Millie, Chief Big Quiz Night In Secretary. Sorting out all the dates, all the events. She's the one that always remembers, because I'm always forgetting. In-person quiz meetup in Abingdon, proposed for Sunday 29th of December. I did remember it was a Sunday. I forgot the date though. Yes, you're welcome to come to the King's Head and Bell on any Thursday, any Sunday. I start them at 8 o'clock there, in person. Lots of fun. Actual money and prizes can be won. So do come down and check them out. But if you want to come to the official meetup, we have a meal beforehand together in the pub, and then I host the quiz. You'll be on a table right near me, and it's always great fun. And yes, that will be on the 29th, in between Christmas and New Year's, which you'll be here before you know it. Maurizio says, I've won myself a new fan. Kudos. Well, don't forget to give me a follow before you move on. If you're on Facebook, give the page a follow. I'm very nearly at my next milestone, so every follower counts. Believe me, I appreciate it. And if you've got any other form of social media, I'm there too as well. I pretty much guarantee it. So thank you all. Let me just check the comments one last time, and then I'll let you all go if you haven't already dropped off. We are practicing by watching ITV on Saturday nights. Very good. Yeah, catchphrase is brilliant. Lovely to be back. Thank you, Sue. Quality quiz from the punk pop vocalist. Yes. Pete is hinting at the fact I sang with the band that played at my birthday party. We did loads of pop punk covers. Yes, there are videos. Yes, it was amazing. It was a dream come true, and it really was like a 20+ year dream come true. I absolutely loved it, and I was so pleased that lots of people managed to come down for it. Yes, apparently they enjoyed it, so apparently people enjoyed it. I'd love to do it again one day. Andy says, excellent, love the new look. Great seeing everyone. Thanks for a fantastic start to this phase. Brilliant as always. Thank you, Millie. Thank you for all the hard work you put in for the quiz. You're welcome, Vernia. Lots of lovely messages there. Thanks, Chris. Great quiz. So much hard work. It is. Fortunately, a lot of the special things you see remain the same. They just look different. So thankfully, I saved myself some effort there, which is good. Everything looks amazing. I'm really pleased you guys all like it. Thank you. We'll have to try and get down to Abingdon. Yes, Roy, please do. You're both welcome. Mark says thank you as well. Right. Amazing turnout. Jan, thank you. Glad you like the revamp too. Plenty more where this came from. I will be back next week with one or both of the kids, I'm sure. And so with that said, I will see you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.